Hello, everyone, and welcome back today. We're going to explore a truly fascinating topic, one that might completely shift the way you see attraction, especially when it comes to the dynamic between older men and younger women. Let me ask you this. Do you really understand what draws younger women toward older men? You might think you do, but what if I told you that 90% of older men are missing a simple yet incredibly powerful truth that could change everything? This isn't about money. It's not about looks. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. In fact, the real answer might surprise you because contrary to what society often tells us, you don't need to dress like you're 25 or keep up with every new slang term to spark attraction. What you need is far more authentic and far more effective. Let's break it down together. Many older men fall into a common trap when trying to attract younger women. They try too hard. They change the way they dress, force themselves into trends they don't care about, or speak in ways that feel unnatural, all in hopes of seeming younger. But here's the truth. Most people don't talk about all of that effort to look younger. It backfires because younger women aren't looking for a man who's trying to relive his 20s. They're looking for authenticity, calm presence, and the deep-rooted confidence that only life experience can offer. So instead of acting like someone you're not, the real secret is embracing who you truly are. Your age, your wisdom, your steady energy. That's your power. One of the most attractive things about older men, they don't need to pretend. Trying to look or act younger often sends the wrong message. It feels forced, even a little insecure. But when you walk into a room and fully own who you are, when you wear clothes that make you feel like yourself, when you speak with confidence rather than chasing approval, that's magnetic. Imagine sending a short, calm, confident message instead of flooding her with hasty, over-exited texts. Just a few powerful, well-placed words, clear and intentional, can do more than a dozen over-the-top compliments. This is what real attraction looks like. It's not about impressing someone. It's about being so grounded in who you are that she feels your confidence without you having to say a word. Let's talk about something most younger men haven't developed yet: calm, grounded confidence. Younger women are often surrounded by guys who are still figuring themselves out, still chasing status, approval, and identity. But then she meets someone like you, a man who has weathered storms, who doesn't panic when plans change, who can sit in silence and still make her feel safe. That quiet strength that's irresistible. You're like a sturdy oak tree in the middle of a storm, unshaken, rooted wise. You've seen life, you've made mistakes and learned from them, and now you don't need to shout to be heard when you speak. Your words carry weight when you're present. The room feels different. This kind of energy doesn't come from charm, it comes from inner peace. And to a younger woman, that peace feels like home. Another mistake many older men make, feeling the need to constantly prove their worth. They talk about their accomplishments, their wealth, their past glories, all in an attempt to impress. But here's a secret most don't realize. You don't need to prove anything. In fact, trying to do so can kill the mystery. What younger women want is curiosity, not a resume. They want to feel something when they're around you. So instead of explaining how successful you are, let her experience your success through the way you carry yourself, the way you listen, the way you share selectively. Mystery creates desire. Don't be an open book, be a compelling story. Hold some things back, be playful, be unpredictable. That sense of there's more to him keeps her drawn in, and that my friend is far more powerful than any story about your career. Younger women don't want to date a man stuck in routine. They want to feel alive, and nothing makes a man more attractive than seeing him lit up by his own life. Do you love what you do? Do you wake up with purpose? Passion is contagious, even if you're retired. Do you have hobbies? Do you travel, create, explore? Women are drawn to men who live fully, who embrace the present, seek joy, and pursue adventure. You don't need to be a millionaire or travel the world. You just need to be in love with your life, because when a woman sees that spark in you, when she feels that excitement just by being around you, she wants to be part of your journey. She doesn't want a man who's looking for someone to fill a void. She wants a man who has so much life, he wants to share it. Now let's talk about something deeply overlooked: listening. Sure, older men often have a wealth of wisdom. You've got stories, lessons, advice. But here's the thing, she doesn't always want a lecture. She wants a conversation. Yes, speak with confidence. Share your insights when it feels right, but balance that with genuine curiosity about her world. Ask her what excites her, what scares her, what she dreams about at 2 a.m. when the world is quiet, and then listen, not to reply, but to understand. When a man listens with focus, nods with intention, asks thoughtful questions, he becomes unforgettable, because in a world full of noise, being heard is one of the rarest and most powerful feelings. This is where true emotional connection begins, not from how much you talk, but from how deeply you make her feel seen. So next time she's speaking, don't just hear her, feel her. Let's be honest, some older men get stuck. Stuck in habits, stuck in mindsets, stuck in the idea that this is how I've always done it. But here's what makes you truly attractive: firm values paired with an open mind. You don't have to change everything about yourself, but the willingness to grow, to explore new ideas, to adapt to the world around you. That's sexy. It shows emotional maturity. You can be grounded in your beliefs while still welcoming hers. You can stand tall in your opinions without tearing hers down. You don't need to be the smartest guy in the room. Just the most open-minded. Younger women crave that. They want someone who's experienced but still evolving. Because nothing is more refreshing than a man who has seen the world, yet still sees possibility in every moment. That's the kind of man who makes her feel safe and inspired. At the same time, leadership isn't about control. It's about guidance rooted in love and respect. Women are not looking for a dictator. They're looking for a man who makes decisions with them. Not for them. Being a leader in a relationship means knowing how to step forward when needed, but also when to step back and support. It's about balance. Suggest dinner plans. Great, surprise her with tickets to something she loves. Wonderful, but also ask her what she needs. Respect her voice. Make space for her ideas. True leadership doesn't dominate, it elevates. When a woman feels like you trust her judgment, value her opinions, and still know how to guide with strength, that's magnetic. It's not about having control over her. It's about creating a relationship where you both thrive. And trust me, the man who leads with empathy and emotional presence, he's the man she wants to follow anywhere. You've probably heard it before. Women love charm. Sure, charm gets attention. But emotional intelligence, that's what keeps her coming back. This is where older men shine. You've seen life. You've endured heartbreak, loss, joy, and triumph. You know what it's like to sit with pain, and you've learned the art of emotional timing. You know when to speak up and when silence says more. When she feels overwhelmed, you don't offer cliches. You offer presence. When she's celebrating, you don't compete. You cheer with pride. That emotional steadiness makes you feel like an anchor in her storm and in a world full of shallow attention. Emotional intelligence is irresistibly rare. You don't need perfect words. You just need to be tuned in to care deeply and intentionally. That's the kind of man she not only wants but trusts with her heart. So let's bring it all together. If you're an older man wondering what makes you attractive today, it's not about competing with youth. It's about embracing the gifts that only age can bring: the calm that says, I've been through worse and I'm still standing. The wisdom to know when to speak and when to stay silent. The confidence that doesn't need applause. The curiosity that keeps relationships alive. The passion for life that makes every day worth sharing. You don't have to pretend to be anything. You don't need to chase trends or prove your worth. You already have it all. You have to do is let it shine. When you live authentically, full of intention, confidence, and kindness, she'll see it, she'll feel it, and she won't forget. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below. Let us know what's the most attractive quality you've discovered as you've gotten older. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started with powerful content designed to elevate your confidence, relationships, and purpose. Until next time, walk tall, live true, and never forget you're more attractive now than ever before.